Engineer Johnson Olugbe Nleke Awoyomi. I used to be an employee of NNPC many years ago. I retired February 12, 2022 at the age of 60. I retired as the managing director of Netco. Netco is an NNPC company, engineering company in Lagos. After retirement from NNPC, I set up this company called Cost Engineering and Project Control Services Limited. It's just about helping owners and contractors with their capex after projects done ahead of schedule, below budget, and without creating kind of scope variation or scope creeping. That is getting project done on time, on budget, and on track. And because when I was working with government, I found out there's a great gap in Nigeria when it comes to cost engineering, plan and scheduling, estimating, capital cost estimating, project review, validation, forecasting, benchmarking. These are huge gaps. And since that time, whenever I have time now, I try to set up a system to build that gap. And that's the reason why this partnership was set up. And it was very interesting. It's a long story. My journey into cost engineering is a long story. I joined NNPC in November 1992, precisely many years ago. I didn't know where I was at that time. I was actually working in the engineering department, process division. From there, I moved into project control. Project control is simple cost engineering, and that's the journey where I started gaining knowledge, expertise on cost engineering. Then from there, I moved to Abuja NNPC, Nigeria Content Division. From there, I moved to strategy, curriculum plan and strategy under transformation office. And from there, NNPC started a new division called cost engineering. And the first DG of that division was engineer Isiaka Olaoye, who was my boss in Netco and in Abuja at that time. That is around 2011 and 12. Then I was transferred to work with him. He's the DG of engineering. Then I became one of the managers of engineering in NNPC that time, 2011, 2012. And from there, my interest in engineering continued to kind of develop and grow. And then when I was there, I became GM for the engineering division. From there, I got promoted to become ST to the GM, getting to the ST to the minister. And from there, I came back to NNPC to become GM ETG. And from there, I came back to Netco as MD of Netco. But along the line, cost engineering has been my strong expertise, my strong skills. At the time, we were having a problem in PTDF many years ago. There's a study in Nigeria that Nigeria has a least expertise in cost engineering. And I remember the then ES PTDF now, Professor Guso Bello said that what can we do to increase the number of Nigerian certificates from this low number to a large number, to a big number? And I pick up that kind of statement that, I need to do something if I'm able to do too. And all through my journey in NNPC now, I used to go around all the SBU now, teaching them project management expertise, cost expertise, estimating, forecasting, reviewing, validation, and benchmarking. That has been my expertise. And by the time I left the system at the age of 60 now, so I was sleeping and looking at my family or my wife face now. Let me do something that can add value to the system. And then set up this outfit now. And the aim is actually to bridge the gap in cost knowledge. One of our key strengths is that we are trying to get certified in engineering certification. Because in Nigeria, we are less than 50 all over the world. In Nigeria, all over compared to number in the world, we are 4,000 all over the world. Now Nigeria is less than 50 certificates. And I took up with in this company now. We try to get people, prepare them, let them go and sit for the exam. And to God's be all on and going now, nobody came to our class and has not passed the exam for the first attempt. So now we are meeting the mandate, the objective, increasing the number of cost expertise in Nigeria. That's what we do. And again, we handhold people as well to do cost estimating, cost benchmarking, review and validation. So we consult for people, for companies. So it's very interesting. So those are the things that we're trying to bridge the gap, and we are meeting the objective for why this company was set up. To what? To create awareness on how to maximize value, optimizing your cost, not wasting resources. That's what Korean is all about. Adding value, optimizing cost, spend where you should, and don't spend where you should. People say everything is corruption. It's not. Most of the issues now are based on knowledge gap. knowledge gap. I remember one of these days we are doing a project and somebody, I'm asked to review the estimate, review whether the cost is good or bad. And ask the owner of the job, oh, this pump, where do you get the price from? Because when we review estimate, you don't review 100%, we 20-80. 20% of the estimate amount that carry 80% value. So I said, this pump, where do you get the price? He said, from his database. I was very happy. We were an estimator and we got a price from home database now. It's good. But I said, okay, that pump you got how many years ago? He said 3 years ago. What did you do to bring that money of 3 years to today's money? He said, multiply by 3. That's knowledge issue. You don't multiply 3 years ago price to bring to today's price. No. Okay, by the way, the pump we have used, we use the data. What's it for? He said that pump for what? Sour water. Big issue. When we are trying to learn, it's apple for apple. So when you say corruption, it's not because you were able to tackle the knowledge gap. Most of the team corruption now will go down. So now we are really helping the system to look straight in terms of cost. It's going to be a project going successful. Because project, nations, individual, company do project to succeed. The more you do that succeed, the more you go up. Yes, because engineering, what is it really? It is what? The art. It is what? It is act of total cost management, TCM. They right from the cradle to grave. And then what's their role in project management or in projects or in life generally? Because engineering, what is the high and the here, the project manager. No project manager that knows what he's doing will take a step without seeing whether it's landing his leg on life mines. So cost engineers, they help project to succeed. They work for project managers. But what? They are the one that actually drive project success in terms of schedule, cost, performance. So you need a cost engineer on your job to be able to see clearly and to hear clearly. What do they do now? They are the one in charge of the project metrics, the KPIs, the reporting, the schedule, the cost, variance, schedule variance, CPI, SPI. So they provide you timely information, timely chart, timely dashboard that management can take meaningful insight, meaningful decisions on it. So that's what the engineer does. And when you're a cost engineer and you go to become a project manager, you do very, very, very well because you understand what to ask and where to ask. And before it happens now, you need. Project engineering now is proactive. It's proactive, not reactive. Unlike cost accounting, they're not the same thing. Cost engineering is proactive. You're trying to what happened, what is happening, what will happen. So that's what they do. Project fail because people have not done better scope of work, better scoping, front-end loading. So when you say project fail, so it's cost issue. No, go back to the scope. So globally, when you do not do better front-end loading, it means that no good scope, no good schedule, no good estimate. And those are the baselines that drive project success. Good scope of work will give you good schedule, reliable estimates, and minimal contingencies. When you have that done, project will succeed. So generally, project fail because you and I have not done better scope properly. And where we do that, we must place robust control and monitoring around the baselines. Because if you do not monitor and control what you are baselined, you're a joker. The project is bankrupt and belly up and going to failure. Actually, AI is component cost engineering. There are some things cost engineer do or the cost engineer does. AI will come and complement and help a lot. All those repetitive reporting, all those areas that are very inaccessible, AI will help you to do it. AI will not take cost engineering work, but AI will help cost engineer to do his job better and better. And the cost engineer who is pro AI, will take over the job of a cost engineer who is not pro AI. So AI and cost engineering now, they are together. We have a slot in our program. We say AI and cost engineers. What next? So it's a powerful combination. They're going to be like siamese twins that are born together. They die together. There are many of them, but I remember this particular one. We have this client. He has his in-house team. They have done an estimate on a huge project, down to millions of dollars or naira, and they want to benchmark. What's benchmarking? Benchmarking is to ensure that the value of the money will be enough for the project scope of work. No surprises. And that's the best practice. When you have a project around to billions of dollars, no MD, no investor will say go ahead unless they have done review, validation, and benchmarking. What's review? Review is qualitative. That is, you're looking at them. The estimators who did the estimate now follow the process, had the expertise. Then validation is quantities. Are those numbers jive? Where will they get the rate, the manual rate, the fabrication refab rate, all those things, the number. Then when you review and validate, you now benchmark with what? With the best in class, the industry range. So there are these clients that they have a big project that they have done, but they want to benchmark it, whether the figure is good or not. We were invited in and we did a good job and we were impressed. So we pull out that databases within the industry, outside the industry, to compare what should the price be in your locality, your geography. Yes, when you step outside again, what should it be? We did the benchmark now within the industry average and step outside to what's happening in UAE, in UK, in US now, and they are quite impressed. All industries benefit from the record engineering roles, but probably in Nigeria is oil and gas mainly, but the role of that engineering is being done elsewhere in construction, in aviation, even in families. We have blood cost engineers. So it's a powerful tool that's available everywhere. Elsewhere in the world, in aviation, in government work, they do cost engineering work there. So it's available to everywhere where projects are being executed that want to be done on time, low budget, and without any scope creeping. So anywhere we are doing something about project now, a cost engineering expertise are required. I'm military. These are things that it's not that I must do them. I just love doing them. 2 weeks ago we were in Accra. Last week I said I'm going nowhere. I was resting. So I try to make sure that I create work-life balance now. I go to church on Sundays, Saturdays, and I have a farm. And I have 2 dogs that I'm growing. So all those will keep me busy at home, and I forgot engineering most of the time. In addition to providing certification on cost engineering to our clients, we provide consulting guidance to our clients in the industry, cost consultancy, cost estimating, cost benchmarking, review and validation, and providing services to our clients. But in addition to that now, we train people, we bring people together now because certified cost engineers. We have certified cost engineering program, certified cost estimator, plan and scheduling, and valuer. So we do all those things for people. Our program is a 5-day program. We did one in Accra 2 weeks ago. We did one in Abuja in November last year. We did one in Lagos this year around February. It's a 5-day program. We run the candidates through syllabus of AAC international exam. We develop them how to do the exam techniques now. And after a week, we give them 3 months handholding with mini mocks, exam kind of questions, the right memos. For instance, now the Accra went to last week now. I'm holding them now to pass the exam, doing them mini mocks, CCP question, CEP question, PSP question. CEP means certified executive professional. CCP means certified course professional, and PSP planning school professional. So those are the trades that are like hot cake and learn and gas. And when you are certified, any of them, you choose where to work in the world, not only Nigeria. And nobody has ever come to our class and went for the exam and failed. They all passed the exam at first attempt. Why? Because we understand the question, we understand what the AAC is looking for now, and we teach them to meet the question needs. So, and now we are increasing the number of Nigerian certificates in AAC, trying to bridge the gap. And we have a lot. Well, some companies are engaging us to prepare their staff for certification.